This program is sponsored by Shenanigan Sports Pub.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It is a pre-holiday, pre-football playoff edition from Shenanigan Sports Pub, right?
Right.
Dania Beach.
Yes, sir.
1300 South Federal Highway. We've
Yes,
got
sir.
Pat Utter, friend
you.
of the show, friend of mine, friend of all people who enjoy food and sports.
Oh, that's the combination I'd like to hear.
And maybe
And
a little
food,
bit of
fun and friends.
and food, fun, friends, maybe a
Yeah.
couple of libations thrown into the mix.
Yeah, throw that in.
And it's been a very hectic morning for a lot of people. Mike Lubie Lubitz joining us on camera again today. Hello, Lubie.
Nice to see you all.
How is
family,
fatherhood
young
going?
Family. Young family.
Yes. A young family,
There's an
tired
app
dad and
on,
mom.
I wear this ring Aura, and it says
My wife loves wearing.
Oh yeah, and it says child care. You didn't sleep well.
That's funny when you get
Yeah,
that.
you can put a little app on there, child
That's
care.
funny.
I slept 5 hours and 2 minutes.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's good for you.
Does it tell you to start moving, like if you're too sedentary or if you haven't done anything?
Restlessness.
Yeah.
Restlessness.
All right. Well, it is a glorious day. I took a very nice walk on the beach this morning along the
Nice.
Hollywood Broadwalk, where sometimes I
favorite
run
spot.
into Pat and Christine
Yes.
Utter.
My favorite.
I'm not running as much as I used to, Pat, but I
riding
did.
bike.
I
Ride a
did.
bike?
No, I got my walk, 4 miles of walking in.
Nice.
Worked up a little schwitz. Beautiful day. This is why we live here, Pat.
Yeah,
the
and
weather's
tomorrow's supposed to be the same.
And tomorrow, a glorious day for many reasons.
Oh.
And I got to give props to you,
Oh, thank you.
your son, and
Yes.
high school football in general in South Florida. We're going to just touch on hail
Wow.
to the high school kids, right? Tell us what's going on tomorrow.
Well,
Pat.
it's a big day in my household, thanks to Damian Jones and his coaching staff in Chaminade High School. We are at 12:30 down at Pitbull FIU Stadium. We're playing Clearwater Catholic, I believe. or-
State
Yes,
finals.
state finals.
State
Yeah,
title
this is it.
games.
And if we win, it's to be the 5th state championship we've won in a row.
Wow.
But most
I didn't
important-
realize that.
Yeah, 5
That's
in a row.
better than the
It'd be
Chiefs.
5 in a row
5 in a row.
Better than
in the state of
Panthers.
Florida.
Yes, and here's the funniest
I know
thing.
he's doing 5 in a row.
Some of the bigger school divisional the finalists are American Heritage. We beat them at American Heritage.
Yeah,
Right, so the different divisions,
Okay,
classes.
so you're not in
there's
St. Thomas
class
and
1A
Heritage.
is Chaminade Madonna.
Oh,
We're
the
moving to 2.
1A.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're going-
next year
yeah,
you move
Oh,
into
they
2.
should, them
It's
being 1A
based
is
on
sort of.
but-
it's based on your it's
Size,
based on your
enrollment.
size of your school
Right.
enrollment. Yeah.
So we got Chaminade Madonna local here in Hollywood. That's in Class 1A.
Yeah.
We've got American Heritage, my daughter's alma
Yeah.
mater, that is
Right.
in the state finals. I forget which one they're 2 or 3.
4, I think
4. Okay,
Four,
and then we've got St. Thomas Aquinas,
right.
also
6A or 5A. 5A.
traditional powerhouse.
Yeah.
So those 3 are in the state finals. All 3 can
Nationally
win titles.
ranked teams.
Nationally ranked teams.
Ranked high school.
And not
teams,
only that, their alums go on to bigger and greater things in the college ranks. And why don't you give a rundown of just like some of the
Wow.
and the upcoming college football playoff? A
Well,
bunch
you
of
gotta-
local talent, right?
Yeah. My son was playing JV ball, and I hadn't paid attention to high school football for quite a while. And I turned around and 2 years ago went to watch a varsity game with him, and I saw C.J. Bailey, who's the 6'6" quarterback,
Correct,
at,
Francis State.
and in also Jeremiah Smith, and I'm like, I have never seen anything like this in my
so
whole life.
Smith was
So
insane.
Yeah.
let me tell
I
you
thought I
my
was in a
Jeremiah
Time Warp.
Smith story.
Right.
Okay, my daughter was captain of the cheerleading squad at American Heritage in her senior year.
Right.
And they had Chaminade Madonna on the schedule. It was a game played at American Heritage.
Right. We always play there.
We went there. I went there.
Mhm.
I was like Jazz for the game because it was
Right,
2 highly ranked teams. And oh my God, this Jeremiah Smith just ran circles. I mean, it was 28-0 after the first quarter. I thought I didn't know if
had
they
to air it out.
I didn't know if there was a mercy rule, and Heritage was a good team.
Yes,
very good
Heritage
team.
But
is
they
a
made them
strong
look like
program.
They actually
Sandlot
won
players.
they won the state championship
Sandlot.
that year.
And my jaw dropped where
Yeah.
I just said, "Oh my God, this is like the best high school talent I've seen down here since like Michael Irvin. Like you
Right.
knew this kid was
Yeah,
going to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
superstar,
Yeah, he's a notch above because
and he's killing it at
Yeah,
Ohio
yeah,
State.
size-
I mean, he
he's
is
the best receiver
dominating
in the
man.
country as a sophomore.
his skill set. And then you got Malachi Tony and Fletcher
At UM.
They're from
who-
Heritage.
They're from
who slouches.
Heritage.
A little bit smaller, but very talented
And
route runners.
my daughter knew Malachi. He was a true freshman. He hadn't even turned 18 until November. I
Right,
think.
right,
He was
right,
17 years old.
Yeah, and
and
he was playing.
I saw him up at Florida State.
ACC top player.
Yeah. So I mean, just even though it might be a little frustrating to be a NFL fan in this town, Pat,
Yeah.
I think
A
you know,
little frustrating is like saying that I have slightly wavy hair. Okay,
but I just want
that's
to
why
let
I'm wearing a hat.
I want
at
people
most
to
times.
accentuate the positive.
Slightly
Just
frustrating.
just like on the Let's Eat group, I want people to accentuate the positive about restaurants and going out to eat
Okay,
because there's
let's
so
do
many
it.
great places.
Come on, let's do that.
But in terms of sports, look at what we have here in terms of all this wealth of
incredible.
talent
It's
among the youngsters.
Incredible.
So if you don't want to spend hundreds of or even thousands of dollars going out to an unsatisfactory pro experience, just go to your local high school football
Unsatisfactory
field and
pro
you're going to see some incredible things.
Yes, you are.
And,
You're going to see catcher. Well, Chaminade going to be featuring the top running back in the country. He's going to Texas, along with American Heritage top quarterback Dia Bell.
Yeah.
So between those three schools you named, and Cardinal Gibbons is no slouch, and Dillard and Deerfield Beach and South Broward High. There's some good.
There's very good
public
talent.
schools,
no,
but this is a microcosm of very, very high skilled football because they play year round.
Right.
You know, back in the day, they'd say a child was born. They say, "Oh, put a tennis racket in that kid's hand." Well, the Russians are doing that on a regular basis, and all the the Eastern Bloc countries.
Tennis racket in
Yeah,
one
tennis
hand and a
racket, golf.
chess piece in
Yeah,
the other. They
right,
play chess and tennis.
Right,
It's,
and then the golf clubs,
yes,
they're
yeah.
all- but right here, I see kids
Well, it's
going
a-
right over here on
the
Sheridan,
football
the
in one hand.
Wildcats, right on up.
And then maybe nowadays also put another football, the world variety, the soccer ball, because
How about that? With
hail
Messi?
to Messi and Inter Miami, and
MVP.
we've been hearing for 50 years since Pele was playing in New York how soccer was poised to
What,
take
that was
off in the
50
U.S.
years. That was
Yeah.
50 years.
Isn't
ago.
that
was
doesn't that
50,
make
yeah.
us feel old?
Well, actually, a little more than 50 because
The
I saw him in
mid-70s.
1974.
Yeah, I remember the Cosmos in 1976, 77. I was a lad, a
Yeah.
wee lad. But anyway, here we are. Soccer it has been taking off in the States, and we're going to have a
Well, we have a
World Cup
we
next
have a
year.
Browning of America, South America. I mean, where we
Yeah.
live down in South Florida.
We prefer calling it a melting pot. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's when you throw cream in coffee, it is then it's maybe cream and coffee. But when it's a lot of coffee,
Again, a lot of
when it's
Latin
espresso.
Americans, a lot of
influence,
South
100%.
Americans, and again,
we're real close to the United States down
Oh,
here in
but-
South Florida.
and I hate to bring, we're going to get to the food in a second, but just one last thing. If I had told you in early September, or even
Yes.
late September,
Yes.
that the Miami Dolphins and Kansas City Chiefs would have the same record at this point of the season, what would you have said, Pat?
You know, I'm not really surprised about the downfall.
Oh, the
course,
Chiefs.
Miami,
Oh.
Miami. On one hand, is a whole different situation, and it's kind of if you want to talk sports, I'll talk sports with you. When Tyreek Hill left and walked away from Kansas City to get the big money down here.
Mhm.
And I remember the phone call with all the exuberance that they got rid of Flores and McDaniel was coming here, and we had Waddle and we had Tyreek Hill,
Mhm.
and we supposedly had a quarterback that could air the rock out and throw it to him. Everybody was generally excited, and Tyreek even went online and said this guy too is as good, if not better, than Mahomes.
Mhm.
Well, in retrospect, Tyreek left definitely two world championship Super Bowl rings on the table, possibly a third because he would have been the difference maker in the other one. And we gave a long-term contract to a really nice guy. I like him, but he's fragile. We have a situation.
But
that
let me ask this.
This is typical. We're going to make a run just to get out of all the quarterbacks.
Right.
We're not going to
Yep.
be in a top 5
Typical
pick.
Dolphins.
This
like,
is us.
The,
Yeah, we're
the
gonna
season
come,
was
yeah,
already lost
yeah,
after the first 7
Yeah, you
weeks,
lost enough,
and
you
now
know.
they're turning it around. They're going to probably get back to 500 or respectability.
Just enough to
So have a 20th pick.
Remember what Jimmy Johnson's old quote was: "The enemy of great is good." Because when
Right.
you're just good,
You can't get.
you
great.
can't get that great player in a draft, or you're going to have a
The
tougher
only thing
schedule.
that I think Stephen Ross in the ownership group does, the way he kind of thumbed his nose with Chris Greer for all those years and doubled down, Chris Ego doubled down on Tua and gave him that long-term contract, is as fans, just like as my customers. If no one came to this restaurant, right? If I wasn't given a product where no one came in here and I say I'm doing everything right, no, you have a horrible chef. You have horrible service. Your food is horrible. It's a capitalist society. So I've been offered so many tickets. I won't even go. I
Right.
just don't go.
Right.
I won't sit in the seat. It's a soft revolutionary style. Not going. I'm
Enough
not
of
going.
them, but it just goes to show though that it's a long season, and it was truly awful at the beginning, and now
It's worse.
But they're winning against
No.
bad teams. But
Yeah.
Because it gives you like false hope.
It's worse.
Okay.
Well, wait. The only good thing is you see the rest of their schedule's a little tough.
yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. We'll
So
see what happens.
we're
We got
gonna see-
Steelers
yeah,
on a
right.
Monday night
Right,
in
right.
Pittsburgh, and then they moved.
Can you
What-
imagine
the
what a
disrespect.
game that used to be?
It was supposed to
Took them
be.
off Sunday night,
It was supposed to be a Sunday night game against Cincinnati,
and they
now
say, "No, you stink."
demoted to
No
the
one
1
wants to
p.m.
watch it.
slot.
No.
And anyway, all right. So the bottom line is, I
Well,
won't go
I
to
don't
any
know
Dolphin
what.
games.
How? Listen. We just had a guy say that he gave himself an AAA, AAA, AA thing on the economy,
Oh,
and then
God.
we have an owner here that says he's given McDaniel's and Tua an AAA, and we're
Yeah,
staying.
exactly.
Well, I
so
am
what are you
giving you.
when you get to billionaire, you don't listen to what I have. To
I'm
say.
giving you an A plus plus
This is
plus
fantastic.
on. This is the food that you can find here
Comfort
at
food.
Shenanigans.
Look how
It's-
moist the turkey
It's
is.
not just the usual sports bar fare like
No.
the wings and the burgers, which are great,
These mashed potatoes
and they
are
have
insane.
pizza. But he does these plates, the daily specials, the
Oh,
lunch
yeah.
specials 99. He got the turkey dinner, which is real off the frame turkey with great mashed
Yeah. Oh, thank
potatoes,
you.
homemade gravy.
Yes, sir.
This is good stuff, Pat. And this
comfort
is
food. Comfort
this
food.
Really
is
nice.
my daughter's favorite is the grilled chicken Caesar wrap, and my daughter just landed from FSU.
Oh,
She's
nice.
back in town for the holidays, so welcome home, Natalia.
There you go.
Well, you
And-
want to know what separates me because you got your Let's Eat South Florida people here.
Mhm.
These are
So
great.
you go on social media and you
That's
got a
incredible.
4.7, right? You
Mhm.
have you're posting all these great videos of what you put out. You got the best location, you got the best chef, you got the best social media, great reviews, and then you say to them, "Well, how's that Shenanigans open 33 years later?" Word of mouth.
Mhm.
Okay, word of mouth is the most important aspect of the restaurant industry.
Yep.
And listening to your customers and showing up and trying to accommodate them the best you can, and that's what we do here.
Yeah, word
You know,
of
it's
mouth,
word of mouth. That's
community
it,
relations, and
and give it
let's
good
face
quality
it,
food,
most
good price.
most restaurants. I mean, you have to attract people within a 5-mile radius,
Yeah, yeah.
basically. Sometimes, obviously, people will come here because of the games on and all the good stuff.
Right.
Sometimes because you're close to the airport,
Right.
it's convenient for an
Yeah.
airport pickup or a drop off, especially late at
You're in
night.
South Florida.
But you have locals that
Loyal
love this
locals.
one, loyal locals.
Yeah.
I'm one of them, and even the ones who used to go to the one, the late great one across from TY Park.
Yeah,
They
where
make their
locals
way
go.
over here.
3 years closed today.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
3
really?
years, baby.
I would not
He
say.
showed me, didn't he?
Yeah, how much
showed
lost
me.
revenue
I don't
is
know,
that?
He's
He
never
lost
had
$1
someone
million.
ever.
He lost $1 million.
That's
Oh, yeah, that's so dumb.
and to him
My
is
chef
that
said to me the other day, "Boss, I hope you're not upset with me." I said, "What?" He said, "My friends, Tamarindo, they're good operators.
Mhm.
They went over there to talk to him, and he's like, what went wrong with Shenanigans?" And he goes, "Well, I don't really want to go into that." And then they passed. I don't know why, but the point is I'm not trying to say my skill set is respected, but
I respect it.
the rent is too high. That's
Right.
what you're seeing. There was 10
Yeah,
restaurants.
for sure.
The rent is too high. Okay, that's the end of the story.
All right. Well,
That's it.
let's talk briefly about holiday
Okay.
schedule here, and
Yeah.
then also personally, are you doing a little bit of any kind of resting or traveling during the
Travels.
holidays?
Oh,
or-
I like to travel. Like I like to stay in town through Christmas, and then around the 28th we take a little break.
Mhm.
My wife handles pretty much that. But as far as I'm concerned, restaurant business is a way of life. So even when I'm on vacation, I'm really not on vacation.
Well, yeah,
you
there's
know?
worrying about the
Yeah,
ordering, the
yeah,
scheduling.
yeah.
You're telling us
Mhm.
this week it's been the week of AC
Yeah,
Service
problems.
calls, yeah.
That
Defoe in his car, me at my condo in Dania,
He had to deal with his air
fixed on the
handler.
roof.
Huh?
You're here. Better now than in August, I say. But,
Yes,
No,
yes.
definitely,
If you're gonna have
definitely,
AC issues, let it be the winter.
but it's all.
listen, we're doing well. You know, everybody. I feel for people that are out there. There's a lot of competition. You got to, up your game, and basically that's where we're at as far as an organization. But I'm blessed with really good people.
Mhm.
Same GM, Jeremy Partridge, awesome guy. 34 years together.
Yep. When you're
Yeah,
able to,
Jake, yeah, I got people.
when you keep a
yeah,
staff intact that long,
Yeah,
it
I
also
got-
means
yeah, I got a lot of good people.
good morale,
Continuity,
good
yeah.
atmosphere, good people, good,
Yeah.
like you
Yep.
said, food, friends, fun.
You
It's all
touched
here.
on a subject that I found interesting because
Mhm.
when I grew up in this industry, I grew up with a whole different
Ethos.
dining thing.
Mhm.
You know, it was a white tablecloth, quiet. Everybody wanted to leave their home and have a conversation. Smoking in the dining room. A lot of
Oh
smoke-
wow,
lot of
those were the
smoke.
days. And ooh, look at that.
What the hell?
We got a brisket
That's our
sandwich here,
brisket
folks.
sandwich.
You got a
Yes.
brisket sandwich?
I think we
That
got.
looks like it's half a cow.
Uh,
Yeah,
Like,
that's
a
one way of putting
sandwich?
it. But we're gonna throw this baby here. That is a nice
That's
pile of
ridiculous.
brisket.
and there's a
With-
Carolina.
Yes, I
mustard
love.
sauce.
I like
and
the
the sweet
mustard
sauce,
sauce.
yeah.
I like the vinegar sauce. I like the brush that you put all on this.
Jesus.
I'm not going to be able to
You
get
can
my
just give me
mouth
a
around
piece of
that. I'm going to
brisket.
take a
I'm gonna
piece.
take
Just
take
give
I'm
me
going
a
to
a
piece
take
of
a piece of brisket,
Yeah, he cut it real thick for you.
and I'm going to
Yeah,
cut
that's
it up, and I'll give some to Lubie
Yeah,
here.
just give me a
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got the
side
mac and
piece,
cheese. He wants the mac and cheese.
The
I
mac
want
and
a
cheese
little
is
bit of
great. They
mac
do the
and cheese.
creamy mac and cheese, which
He's
I'm
got
like a
all
huge
kinds
fan
of
of.
sides here. And again, people don't realize, or they should realize if they come in, that you have two separate kitchens here. One on this side, the pub side, which has the pizza ovens and the grill.
Two separate restaurants.
Yeah, well,
That's really
and then
what it
it's
is,
a
right?
barbecue
Yeah.
smoker full. And it used to be a barbecue restaurant,
Well,
but then you
Charlie.
bought both of them, right?
Yeah.
And we're very happy about that. And so, as the kids say, don't sleep on the barbecue here. Don't sleep on the brisket. You'll get a
As long as
couple
it
of.
doesn't suck.
Oh,
Hey,
you
so-
had to go there.
So
This
yeah,
is
I know.
fantastic.
I know.
The
it was-
brisket's, the
I-
brisket's really, I don't want to say well done. It's done extremely well.
Thank you. But I heard Tom Jenkins is giving it up on the 21st.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
They're
No,
both.
that's coming up, right?
They're
Yeah,
both.
actually,
Both
or
the
2 weeks.
owners there, Gary and Harry.
Mhm.
One
Had
was
enough.
a middle school teacher. One was worked at IBM. They went to school together at FAMU, but they did the smoking and the barbecue on the side, and then they turned it into a full-time gig. They're both turning 65,
Uh-huh.
and they own the land. And they
Which
just
is
said
freaking
it is
amazing.
not worth it anymore with the, I guess,
Cost of
labor and
labor.
margins and cost of food. And they also own a whole strip mall to the south. I don't know if they're going to sell the whole thing to a developer and it's going to go vertical like
Yeah.
we see a lot. But I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that when they made the announcement, a lot of people feel sad. The last day of service, I believe, is going to be Saturday the 20th because they are closed on Sunday. I remember.
Yeah, right.
I
Why'd
remember.
they say 21st.
I think they said it's closing as of the 21st.
Oh, I
so I
got
think the actual last day of service is Saturday,
Okay.
December 20th. And again, if you want to get your last bites in there, go for it. When I drove by last Saturday during some college
And they're
football
probably going
games,
to jam now.
no, it was like a line down the
Yeah.
block. But like time does take its toll on things, and I've said it before on the show, and we were discussing it with a guest before we knew it was closing, that it seemed to have been kind of trending downward for a little bit. And I find your barbecue here,
Well,
better than theirs, but that's neither here nor there.
It's the
We do-
ingredients, while we're talking about the shopping, is I use a
brisket's great.
Braveheart
Brisket's fantastic.
brisket. I use there's different quality briskets. There's different quality pork. I use Duroc pork. There's different quality chicken wings. I use
Yeah,
no
this is
hormones,
tender.
no steroids.
Yeah,
Right.
you can
brisket's
tell
right,
this is
right.
tender. You're not fighting
So,
it.
Yeah, you're not. Well, if you get the cheaper quality, you got to pot it longer, and you have a lot of grizzle, a lot of fat in it. And I use the top quality. Maybe in certain I won't name names, but maybe certain barbecue people have a price they have to stay at,
Right.
or their customer will
Abandon them. Yeah.
abandon them. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you can't get that price, and you're looking around at Tom Jenkins, and you got social media saying that you went down, and you have different things happening, you say to yourself, "Well, what's this property worth, my partner?"
Right.
And he says, "I think from here to the stop sign, we can get 10 million." All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
you know,
Downtown
I'm
Lauderdale.
65, and
And that brings us.
I just took me 20 minutes to get out of my chair. You're going to be, but a birthday's coming for
Well,
you.
no.
No. A birthday's on its way.
Next
Right.
June, I'm turning the big 60.
Okay,
and but in my I guess I don't know what you call it, crazy way. I always round up when I hit the half mark, and my half birthday is next Wednesday, the December 17th, because my birthday is June 17th. So whenever I hit a half birthday, and
The
people,
Irish do this.
people
halfway
look
to
at me-
St. Patty's Day.
okay, people look at me like, half birthday, what the heck is that?
Yeah,
And
right.
I was like,
Well,
no, it's like 6 months, and it's like that's significant when you hit the halfway mark of something.
Yeah.
So 59 and a half, but then I start rounding up. So I'm actually gonna, in my mind, turn 60 next week.
Wow.
There you go in your mind.
I
And
like
then,
that. But
and-
yeah, look where you are. I mean, come on.
it's great.
We
but-
could talk semantics about potatoes. We have a lot of things that we could go into, right? We could talk
No,
about a
but
lot.
you're ragging on me like, oh, I'm going to be lining up at 5:00 for the early bird, and just because I happen to like eating dinner earlier now because of my
No, you don't
GI
like it.
issues.
You don't
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it. Your sciatica flares up.
that
But what
is,
are you going to go out
that's
there?
calmed down.
First off,
I don't think he actually
first off,
responded. He was joking.
first off, remember something. With this change in daylight savings
Yeah,
time,
that's
right?
Everything.
Your rhythm gets kicked off. I know myself at 6:00, I'm like, oh, I have these prescription sunglasses because I have an eye issue. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't put my regular glasses in the car. It's pitch black at 6.
I know.
So,
I hate this
yeah,
time of year.
I mean,
my
so
night vision sucks.
somebody that says that they're hungry at 6:00, I'm packed at happy hours packed
Yeah,
at
that's
6:00.
funny.
Lubie and I had a business dinner with the potential client
No.
sponsor last night. They called it for 8:00. Are you kidding
Yeah, I
me?
thought
I'm
that was
like,
so late.
I'm usually asleep. At
You
8.
got a baby and you're turning 59 and a half.
Exactly.
You think we could move it up to 4:30?
Yeah, it was like.
I don't like
8:00.
driving. All the headlights
and it
have
was
halos.
raining. I
They
almost
got
had to take.
halos.
I had to take the streets. I don't like getting on the highways anymore. I am so
Mayo.
old. It's
I-
terrible.
Oh my God.
Are those headlights bright for you, Lubie? We didn't
Oh.
even go to get ready to go out till 8:00 back in the day.
I
When
re-
we first met,
How about
come on, we were down
8:00? It was 9:30, 10 o'clock when we'd
10 o'clock,
first head. I would first head down to South Beach in my
Yeah.
youth when I first came to the Sun
the
Sentinel.
clubs didn't open till midnight.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
no, we were on a club. So
I would hit the Cleveland
So,
there at 11,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then go to the
Shadow
clubs at 12
Lounge.
and 1,
Yeah.
and those were the days when
Oh, yeah.
I could actually like nurse a hangover and function the next day.
Actually,
Now,
I saw a funny cartoon with, that they show hangovers in your 20s. The guy's just walking nice.
Yeah, you're cool.
Then it
Yeah.
showed 30s. He was slowed down. 40s. By the time you get to 60s, it was like ET hooked up to a extraterrestrial hooked up to an IV. Call home.
I think like every decade, the hangover lasts an extra 4 hours. Now it lasts into 2 days later. Like,
Yeah.
if I drink on a Friday night, I'm not good till Sunday. So
So can we talk about something? Because I think you happen to have the most educated. One thing I do love, I saw recently there were some updates to whatever happened to the original Shenanigans. I was reading your thing that you had different places that you were reviewing and everything. But can we talk about, like, since COVID, no offense, where everybody was kind of forced to stay home, right?
for a little bit.
For
yeah.
a little, no,
Yeah.
for quite a while.
Well,
I
it was
that
actually
was
people
years.
kind
I
of.
mean,
At least a
there's
year.
a little
no,
bit,
no, no, no.
a little bit is 3 days.
Yeah, it was like a
Lubie
year,
now
2
is
years.
on lockdown.
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Lubie's
totally-
on an 18-year lockdown.
It's
right?
funny how we don't remember things. Okay,
Right.
the world was ordered shut basically down
March.
here on March 17th.
Yep.
It was
So
not the
I
luck
was
of
on
the
the
Irish.
news. I was on
Yeah.
the news. Yeah.
March 17th. Now, people think, oh, we were shut in for a year, blah, blah, blah. No, restaurants reopened here in the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
of May. It was by Memorial
Yeah.
Day. We were one of the early ones because DeSantis said, hey, if you could have things that are open outdoors,
Yeah.
and then they
And it was smart.
came up
actually.
with the 50%. So restaurants did start opening and reopening dining rooms and outdoor areas. It was so it was
Middle of the
basically
year.
it was
With-
2.5
but
months.
with dividers.
I
Yeah, but
know.
it was a whole
I mean,
thing,
I-
and people were
looking
still
back
doing
on it,
it.
looking
I
back on
wouldn't
it,
consider it open.
No, it was dumb. It was all stupid.
it was
It was
ridiculous.
If I wear it here, I'm
Yeah.
okay. But if I take it off to eat, I'm okay
But-
too. And
but
then I
yeah.
put it, like
yeah,
no, it allows-
you
was-
walk by the table, you have to put it on, and then you sit down, you
I
take
know
it off.
it killed
it was freaking
restaurants,
weird.
especially ones that didn't have outside areas. But again, it left people making decisions on their own,
Right.
what
Yeah,
their
yeah,
own
yeah.
circumstances.
Right,
were.
right, right.
But you're right. Basically, restaurants were murdered for a year. It was,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was,
A year.
it was hard.
Yeah. Okay.
And the lasting
Well,
effects of
21
that. Yeah.
and 21, you still felt COVID a little bit. It was
Right.
near middle to end
Well, the
of 21.
vaccine started rolling out early 21,
and
basically
then
the
you started
first
to
quarter.
feel life
Yeah.
back to normal.
Mm.
Yeah, like
But all right, so your point
So the
is
advent
some-
was that we liked. I had to drive through. I was extremely busy. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even qualify for PPP.
I come here 3
Oh,
times a
that's-
week.
Yeah, I had
The
yeah,
drive-thru,
I had
yeah.
my drive-through going. So I saw something. Wow, this is unbelievable. People are enjoying my food. They're taking it home. They're even sending texts and social media messages. Boy, oh boy, I love this.
nice.
Not your typical Publix. Remember Publix? You
Oh.
had to have a certain amount of time. You couldn't shop. You had to have your mask on.
Now, folks,
Oh.
you got to have a gun.
Yeah, right. right. You could have
Open carry is
Open
allowed.
carry
and
at
encouraged.
an open carry at Walmart.
Encouraged. Encouraged.
Yeah, that's a little scary, isn't it?
That's
Life
an
is scary
understatement. Yeah,
these
and
days.
life is scary.
Mex-
Yeah.
Mexican standoff.
But no, you survived
Yeah,
and thrived during
yeah,
COVID,
yeah,
and here
I
you
did.
are, still here,
All right.
cranking out the excellent food. And again, with the college playoff coming up soon, UM gets in.
UM is in.
I think
And-
that noon kickoff helps them at that. You know, where A&M is probably one of the worst nighttime. That is
Oh, yeah.
where
Right,
that
that's a
is-
very-
that
They
is
had like 180,000. Yep.
That's like
That-
Clemson, Death Valley back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
tough
yeah.
place to win
Yeah.
and go on the road at
So
night.
at
But
noon,
the daytime, it gets
you could scream all you want. You can run your lawnmower outside my bedroom. You can do whatever the hell you want. But at night, you get my attention, right? So I think that is to an advantage since we have to go there. Okay. And when I say we go there, I support all Florida teams. FSU, my daughter's a graduate.
Oh, nice.
University of Florida. I love all my top friends all went there. Of course, they only needed a 2.2 back in the 70s to get in there.
times have changed.
South Florida is getting their
14,
own stadium, you know. University of South Florida.
Really?
And they just got Hardline,
that's in Tampa,
the great
yeah.
wide receiver from Coach
Yes.
and our
Yes.
former Dolphin
Yes, Hardline, yep.
wide receiver.
and
Hardline.
he's a Buckeye,
Ohio
too,
State.
right?
Yep.
Mhm.
He's going to be there. We got Central Florida. FIU made a nice run.
These beans are good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Excellent
Don't
stuff.
act astonished. When you're on a food show, listen. Okay, fellas. Let's no. We have to have a decorum here.
I love
All
that.
right. You sound like
That's so
you
funny.
sound like
Like,
my
oh, nice.
yeah.
wasn't shocked or astonished. I was just saying they're good. I was
I'm very sensitive when I'm on this list.
100%.
You know, don't act like
I was very enthusiastic. I was like,
I can't
I like
bel-
the beans.
I
I don't
can't
eat
believe
beans
it.
a lot. I
I
don't eat.
can't. You're supposed to be touting my food, and you're
Baked
just
beans.
no. So we actually, you have to be honest with you. We put pork in our beans,
I was gonna
and
say,
we
I love
smoke
how
them,
those
and we
chunks- and
smoke them.
That's what
And we
gives it
smoke 'em,
flavor.
yes.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah. So all good.
You know what's funny about being a restaurateur today? If you have some sort of background, if you took the time and you did do a couple of years, preferably 4, if you wanted to get a culinary degree. I'm watching all this advent on there, you know, all the chef shows, and I don't want to name names. Some guys are pretty Machiavellian, but some of them are very nice. Even Martha Stewart, when she was on there, I actually thought she was incredible, to be honest with
Well,
you.
she's talented.
She's super talented. I actually knocked her off to decorate my Christmas tree. I got the best thing, and Martha Stewart had it won.
Yeah.
So now with Let's Eat South Florida, with all this social media, with all these shows and everything, I was looking in today's paper, food paper today, and there was an incredible recipe for butternut squash, which I love.
Butternut squash soup
I
or
love
the
soup.
Yeah, that stuff
And you
is
want
good.
to? I got to sing her praise. My wife made her first. We had it with ginger. She
Nice.
made butternut squash soup. We had
Nice.
it with a little ginger. It was delicious. Yeah. So here's people that were normally, you know, oh, can we get to go food? I don't
Yeah.
know how to cook. Everybody can learn.
Food culture is evolving, and
Oh,
people
my
are
God.
starting to like to do it themselves.
Evolving,
now.
I think it's evolved.
Yes,
It's there.
It totally has, especially
there.
since the early days. We're going to talk more about things from the past
Okay.
and also current restaurants.
Listen, you did that last week with the twice baked potatoes, my friend. You better stop with the past.
Oh no.
You gotta let that go. You
We're
gotta let
not
all
going
that
there.
go. Let that
Let's
go.
go.
Oh, yeah,
let's go.
no.
Yeah, no,
Let's
we gotta,
go to our first
we gotta
break, Pat.
close this.
And before we do, let's talk about some good gift giving for the food lover, or in this case, the chocolate lover in your life. I'm talking about Norman Love Confections.
I'm getting it for there.
I was going to get some gift boxes. We're going to be at the one
Next week.
in Boca Raton on Tuesday with their CEO, Lisa Fisher, but Norman Love, an actual chef, great accomplished pastry chef, who it's good to hear that yesterday when we were on with Dean James Max, Dean James
He
Max
himself.
actually knew him from their time when they worked together at Ritz-Carlton.
They're like friends.
And Norman Love went from accomplished pastry chef to now renowned chocolatier. He opened his first one in Fort Myers about 25 years ago, and now they're expanding all over Florida. They've got 2 of these dessert salons in South Florida.
Oh, I like that name.
Yeah,
Dessert salon.
But it
right.
feels
It's
like
not just a
it feels
chocolate
different,
shop.
Yeah.
That is
You
beautiful.
go into these places, they have a couple of tables and chairs. There's one in Delray Beach at 1911 South Federal Highway. There's
Any tea? I'd like to have a little tea.
Yes, they have
A
tea.
tea room.
They
tea,
have hot
coffee,
cocoa.
they have hot cocoa.
They have coffee and coffee
See,
drinks and mocha and all these things.
You know,
So
Jimmy's Chocolate closed up
I
for
know,
the property
that
too.
place used
They
to
had
be
it
a great
too. I used to
thing in
stop there
Dania.
and get their crepes.
Well, now you know
Yeah.
you could get your fix in when you go to one of these dessert salons because, again, this time holidays, stressful, shopping. You go in there and
Make
you
it
give
easy.
yourself, treat yourself to a little indulgence,
Yep.
and then buy yourself some gift boxes for all the friends and also clients and
you
things
can always
like that.
be safe.
Yes, and you'll be saved in there. And they also have pastries and they have macarons, but of course, what they're known for are the beautiful little chocolates, holiday flavors, both for Christmas, like the eggnog and candy cane flavors, Hanukkah flavors. Hanukkah starts on Sunday night, the 14th, and they have things like the sufganyon.
Sufganyon.
I almost got it. The
Sufganyon.
jelly donut flavors.
Yes, college is
All
good.
these chocolates are beautiful.
You know,
And
for
again-
a writer, you just gave a good dissertation here.
I know.
I
I'm
got to
sorry.
give it. No, that was world class.
when I do live
when
spots,
I start salivating
Yeah.
a little,
they're like little
I'm
jewels.
thinking, no, you
Too pretty to
you
eat,
painted me down a pathway
Yeah.
that I wanted. I want to go there.
That's
Norman,
I want people
where are
to
you,
go
Norman?
check out the dessert salons, but
Lover.
if it's not convenient, you're not in the
How you
Boca
gonna ever
area.
forget that name too?
Norman loves chocolate, but
Oh,
it's actually
how you
his
gonna
last
forget it?
name. But if you can't make it into the salons, go online to normanloveconfections.com, and then you
Yep.
could do all your shopping right there. They have all kinds of great holiday deals, gift boxes, all the different flavors, the holiday flavors. normanloveconfections.com. We're going to be there with Lisa on Tuesday, bright and early at 11 a.m., and it's going to be a fun time. But go check it out, normanloveconfections.com. All right, Pat.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, and then
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
talk about elegance
Oh,
in restaurants.
All right.
Something, is it a dying art? And I know
Yes.
you used to work in a
Yes.
place that was
Yes.
very elegant, Martha's
Yes.
Supper Club, and you used to wear a
Burton Jacks.
tuxedo.
Burton Jacks.
Burton Jacks.
I
We'll talk
mandatory.
about that
Yeah.
after these words.
The casualing of America.
Casual.
A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have daily happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hour 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. All right, we're back at Shenanigan Sports Pub, 1300 South Federal Highway in beautiful Dania Beach, right in between Sterling and Sheridan Streets. Federal Highway, you know where it is, close to the airport, close to the port, close to everything. And Pat Utter, we were talking. I mean, you've been in the business a long time.
50. Actually, I just got my Social Security. That's why I could tease you at 60.
Okay.
57 years. I would work 57 years ago at Bavarian Village.
You
1968.
You waited until the last possible
minute.
moment.
Yeah, you can't.
Because you can't delay it anymore after.
I want to say that I'm still working. I'm still.
You can't tell them that there's a
So
certain
now
amount
I
they
don't-
can make.
You can make money. You just can only make a certain
I
amount.
can take pay money.
Yeah,
But
there are ways.
but I'm not going to get. I don't take a check anymore.
Right.
So I waited till this big 7-0 for me. I'm not.
I thought you
opposed
had
to
to do
saying-
it by 67.
No, that's the 3/4. You can hang on if you
Oh,
want.
I didn't
If you
know
have
they-
nothing, despite the pains of getting up out of a
Isn't
chair.
it depressing though that you have to do the math of like, what's the break-even point? How long do I have to live if I take it at 70 versus 65?
Well, it's pretty disheartening because they got me bagged and tagged by 78. 78's the norm. I think 20% get to 80.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to AI it. I
Oh,
made that.
God.
No, a friend of mine who's a doctor, he
Yeah.
kept saying, You're whistling by the graveyard.
Well,
I said I've been whistling,
No.
but you got to get out.
I'm a little dismayed. I think we're coming to a point where they could draw blood and tell you the day you're going to die.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I just
don't
want to
wanna
keep
know.
eating my brisket and have the great food here.
So
some
let's
wings.
touch on a subject
Okay.
that I want to touch on.
Yeah.
Because
Can we do the elegant restaurant thing?
Can we do first the noise factor versus elegant?
Yes.
Because that was the front page,
And-
right?
and are
Let's
they-
Eat had it.
I think they're
correlated?
mutually
Yes.
exclusive because I think part of an elegant restaurant experience and the fine dining that we've lost from the past, because there's a lot of high-end places now, but they're also high intensity, high noise levels. And I find it a little bit nerve jangling because I'm a 60-year-old man and I shout at people to get off my lawn and stop
100%.
their leaf blowers and
All right,
things
so
like that,
I'm gonna-
even in the daytime.
I'm going to take you down a slippery corridor, right?
Okay.
Okay, first off, when we started in the 60s, we were indentured servants, okay? Anybody in the restaurant business, we couldn't raise our voice above a certain amount. We couldn't, whether there was when we would bus a table or when we would wash dishes in a kitchen. When we wanted to get someone's attention, it was, psst, psst.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, excuse me. Well,
Yes.
so Shecky Green, you familiar with that old
I
comic?
love
He
that.
was probably
Yeah.
he was probably my
Buddy
favorite.
Hackett, Shecky Green,
Shecky, Don Rickles,
Borscht Belt comics.
you know,
Yes,
yeah.
I grew
You
up with that.
remember those guys? Okay, these guys were just they were off the thing. So Shecky Green used to perform here down in Miami, and
He played
He
the
had-
diplomat.
yeah,
right?
played the diplomat, but he bounced around Miami. And one of the most funny things that he ever said is, I went into a restaurant. I was greeted by a guy. He was all dressed in a tuxedo. It was quiet, elegant dining, white tablecloths. The waiters had gloves. There was a Garadon that we went around and we did tableside saute. You know, like we talked about the left bank in several places.
Yeah.
Everybody in the beginning of the shift, the chef would come out of the kitchen. He would put out the day's specials. We would sample the food. The sommelier would give us a sampling of the wine. We would sit there. At that point, our nails were checked, our hair. If you didn't get away, if you've ever noticed some of these guys that are trying to be fine dining, their pants don't match their shoes.
geez.
Right.
Okay, you had to have. You didn't have to have Ferragamo, but you had to have a nice
Nicer
pair
shoes,
of
yeah,
a pair of wingtip shoes, which were very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Socks, everything to be part of a Burt and Jack's. Al Giardino's was a nice place.
No,
So
and
they
you worked
kept
at Martha's.
Yeah, I worked at
didn't have
Martha's.
also a certain elegance.
yeah,
and
okay.
you wore a tux as
In the noise
front of
factor
house. Right.
was Shecky came in and he said, I was all dressed up. The guy greeted me, Armando or whoever it was. Welcome. I have a beautiful table for you and your bride. I would like to put you over in the corner. Something nice. And he goes, are you kidding me? I just went and bought this suit and spent $1,000 on this suit. I have my Rolex on, my ring on. I want to sit right in the middle of the dining room. So where we went
Everybody
from,
to see me.
Yeah, I want everybody to see me.
Yeah.
So here's the point I'm making is now the advent is open kitchen, socializing,
Yep.
Right.
talking. People, I routinely go.
Music.
You mentioned our favorite place, Runway. Do you know how many people at a table next to me talk me up, chat me up during dinner, even if I'm with friends? Hey, how's the restaurant? How's it going?
Right.
They're yelling across another
And
table.
I don't mind that, the
Yeah.
socialization.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
because you do want that community feel. But I miss the days of
Dover Soul.
when with
Tableside.
tableside service, and and you mentioned a couple of the classic places.
Yeah.
The Burt and Jack's and
Fungio flambe room. Fungio
Flambe room. There was yesterday's, wasn't upstairs at
Yesterday's, yeah.
yesterday's.
Yeah,
The
yesterday's.
Down Under, Leon's Picote had
Yeah,
the
Leon's-
Vieille Maison
Yeah.
and the Down Under, and
Loved
I forgot the name of
Frankie's
Il
across the street.
Vecchio or Ponte Vecchio.
Casa Vecchio.
Vecchio.
The old mansion.
These
That
were
was
like very
Burt and
classy
Jack's.
joints.
Burt and Jack's was classy.
where you would dress up,
Yeah.
where there would be candles on the table. Patricia Murphy's
This is
Candlelight
a
Lounge.
Get
That-
ready for this conversation now that you're turning 60.
Yeah.
This is going to
know,
Like
back
you
in
every
hit that,
day.
But-
when you hit 60.
but-
This is going to be a
But I
regular
wanted to spin it
conversation.
forward as like, is that totally gone? I know that
Yes.
the world has changed, but I can think of
Even
a
in
couple of
Vegas,
places where
Vegas.
I think some of that old school elegance still exists.
New York
Where?
has
And-
places
no,
like
no,
that.
no. I'm talking about right
Oh,
down
down
here
here,
because I
okay.
want to bring it home to,
Not really.
to South Florida. There's a place in Boca called Arturo's. It's a house that's run by a family. I think they own a couple of different restaurants. The Gizmaldi family.
What's the age category of their clientele?
It's about
Be honest.
death plus 10.
Yeah, thank you. There's
So-
some country clubs, Lagos.
No, I went in
No,
there.
yeah, there is.
Well, like Coral Spring.
Coral-
Rainbow
yeah.
Palace is one of
Yeah.
those places that
Yes.
has a little bit of elegance.
Yes, it
but
does.
White tablecloth, white linen.
Yeah.
But Arturo's has tableside service. They flambe some of the pastas, and they have a separate bar when you first walk in where you get a proper martini. And then, if you're going to bring it to your table, if you're not finished, they'll carry it on a tray to your table. Like, those are the touches I like, but you're right. They're few and far between. And I was just thinking, like, the Surf Club, the Thomas Keller restaurant in Surfside, very
Stubborn
expensive.
Seed.
Stubborn Seed, I wouldn't call it elegant.
Yeah,
I
but
think that's
yeah.
more modern. The food is great. I love
Yeah.
Jeremy Ford. He's one of my favorites. But that's more of a downtown
Who's the only?
Manhattan.
You know who's
Soho.
the only? The only 2-star Michelin down there
Is
has a-
L'Atelier
yeah,
de Joël Robuchon.
which is my
And
hands
you-
down favorite.
Okay, so
There's nobody comes close to them.
I
as
hope
far
you
as I'm
forgive
concerned.
me. I
Go
hope
ahead.
you forgive me.
Say what you're going to say. It's a counter service.
No, I've still haven't been there. I
Come
can't.
on.
I still haven't
can't afford
scrounged up the shekels to go in. No, but I hear nothing but great things. And is that elegant? That's
No.
like it's
no,
not.
No,
no,
it's not.
It's cat. You sit. It's
Really?
It's a
First,
two-star place, and it's elegant.
you sit. There's
casual?
only you sit at a. They serve at a bar.
Oh, I
You
thought
sit
that was
at a
the
bar.
downstairs place, Le Jardinier.
No, that's real cat. That's more casual.
That's more casual.
Even
They
upstairs,
come in
you
flip-flops
sit
down
at
there.
an
Okay.
open kitchen
Okay.
and you sit at a bar.
L'Atelier
And
de
there's a
Joël-
few tables behind you, but
Okay.
the dining experience
So the-
is at the bar.
Okay, the food is
Okay, that's
elegant, but
interesting.
the overall experience isn't like the
No,
old white linen
That's funny.
candles, quiet music, a violin maybe coming strolling past you.
Yeah,
or
but
something
back
like
in
that.
those days, even family people, they had their Sunday clothes that they wore to go to out
Oh
on
yeah,
Saturday night.
Yeah,
Everybody had the
100%.
the black or blue blazer, and they had the their white shirt and tie and all that. So what happened is, with the advent of us worshiping money,
Mhm.
the people with money, they came in and they came busting in wearing the most expensive.
You can't buy class.
No, exactly.
And
so-
now, even when you fly in first class, you used to.
oh, that was on the
see
news yesterday.
jackets.
That was on the news yesterday.
And now
about
you got
pajamas.
these schlubs and
Oh
there's
my god.
not just sweatpants, but pull with the underwear sticking out on the half. You got it down around your.
But
butt
what's the
cheeks.
experience like, though? It used to be so nice.
That's the
My
thing.
most beautiful first cousin worked for Eastern Airline, and it was like a happening to fly. You'd sit
Yeah.
there, a nice,
They
luxurious
serve
seat.
you the meal with like the cloche,
yeah.
and they would
Yeah.
lift the cloche if you sit in front. I remember when I flew like Air France to Europe, first class, when I used all my miles that I accumulated as a sports writer, and they pour you flutes of top-notch champagne, vintage champagne.
I got news for you. Even in Paris, I just was in Paris this summer, and I hit some of my favorite places there. And of course, when you have a Parisian dining experience, it's a long dining experience.
I've
It's
been
a
there.
7
I've done
They
some
take
of
their
that.
time.
It
yeah.
takes your time. And if you are on an American, you feel like an American, and you want to dine, and you want, come on. Where's
Nah.
it? Give me my app. No.
Nine,
You talk.
Oh,
in
no,
a-
you can't
talk
do
in a-
that.
overseas.
You
You have to-
talk.
It's
in
not
a-
a thing.
You talk. You better keep your voice down.
Yes, they're not
You better-
yelling.
Don't be the ugly American.
No.
Yes, they're not
Don't
yelling.
make them think
Listen,
you fell
you
off
could-
the turnip
You
truck.
you might wait 30 minutes for a French onion
Yes,
soup.
bring me waiting a while.
Okay.
You know what you do? You look
And they don't come
lovingly into your
back.
partner's eyes. You sip the wine.
Yeah, you drink a lot of
You
wine.
have another bottle of wine if you have to,
Yeah.
and then you just pay the
I
man
had
at
a
the end.
leg of lamb that was carved table side on
Was-
2 occasions.
Was it good?
It was incredible.
Okay.
I
It didn't
love
suck.
it. Did not
It
suck.
didn't suck.
And here's the thing: that
Nice,
dining
that's
is
strong.
my son, who's 18, right, the football player.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
was up out of that chair. He was on. I used to call him on recon.
Yeah.
He'd go on recon between breaks.
Oh, because he was
Be-
just
yeah,
couldn't sit
because-
still
well,
that long. Yeah.
Yeah, he's never experienced anything
Right.
like that. He doesn't want to even hear me talk for 5 minutes, much
Right.
less for 3-hour dining experience.
He loves you, Matthew. And
Yeah,
good
yeah.
luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take our second and final break. Before we do, we got to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. It's going to be a great time. and
It's big now, huh? It's big
It's
time.
grown.
huge.
It's
It's
big
funny
time.
you mentioned that because
It's
Phil and
big
Kate
time.
It's big
The
time.
VIP sold out.
The VIP for the grand
Oh,
tasting
that's
is sold out. It's going to be taking place January 24th. That's Saturday. Still have GA tickets remaining. And
Yep,
if you
yep.
use the promo code Lunchbox, you get an extra 15% off the ticket price. Go online to vlfoodwine.com. That's VL. Like
You got to
Visit
name
Lauderdale.
some of the participating
Foodwine.com.
places.
So basically, everybody and anybody. Phil and Kate were telling me, and they're proud. Phil grew up here in Hollywood.
Oh,
I think he went to, I forget which school. He went to Chaminade. He's a Chaminade guy.
All right.
And they were telling me that their assemblage of local restaurants for the grand tasting is the biggest in the country. They have more than 75 restaurants that are going to be gathered at the beach there, Las Olas and A1A on Saturday the 24th. That the
I
Palm
remember
Beach,
when this was nothing.
Palm Beach Festival has 60 at their grain tasting. Aspen has like 40 or 50. I was shocked to learn that they were saying that the grand tastings at the South Beach Food and Wine Festival, because South Beach has so many different events going on all week long, that their grand tastings only have about 30 restaurants
they separated
each,
a lot.
each day, like
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday, 30,
Well,
30.
you want to talk about something funny
75
about that?
restaurants
They
together.
they put a burger category.
Mhm.
Yes, they do a burger-
They
a
do a
burger
burger
thing.
category. They do a lot
They have a
of
burger event.
yeah.
Well, Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival also has different
Yep.
events, but it's all, I call it right size.
Yep.
There's never too long of a wait or lines. You know, they have enough different purveyors and restaurants involved that everybody can get a nibble. Nobody runs out of everything. You're not waiting in line for 30 minutes, and you get those nice sips of wine. Go online, vlfoodwine.com.
Can I add a
because
little something for the Let's Eat South Florida?
Yeah, go
people?
for it. Yeah.
Okay. So Let's Eat South Florida. I think you guys are the best audience in
225,000. Yes.
Yeah.
225,000.
South Beach came up with a terrible system where it's almost like a caste system.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
Where you have a lifelong guy like me that doesn't get insulted because I know I own a sports pub anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't get incited. But they put it in such a caste system down there so obnoxiously that these people up in Fort Lauderdale, there's like it's like a
It's a
cross
breath of
section.
fresh air. Yeah.
It's like come in, welcoming.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
we were
it's
They
like a
don't feel like
cross
there's a
section of
stick up their butt.
Yeah.
We were even
listen,
talking with one
South
of the
Beach feels
visiting
like
chef talent,
Yeah.
Jason Smith, Lord Honey, who has
Okay.
been on Food Network.
Right.
He won that. He's going to be involved with a number of events coming down. He says he loves the Visit Lauderdale Festival
Easy.
most out
Easy
of anyone
peasy.
that he participates in because he says exactly what you said. There's no caste system. Nobody's putting on airs. Everybody there is friendly and
And it's
welcoming.
not, it's not intimidating at
And it's
all.
a real
Oh.
community event. Go online, vlfoodwine.com. They got the Asian theme walk and roll on Thursday night.
Uber
Friday
there.
night.
Uber.
Yeah, that's the most.
You got to
There's a
Uber.
lot of alcohol.
Barbecue at the beach is going to be on the
And parking
Friday
can be a pain
night.
in the ass too.
And then there's all kinds of intimate dinners and seminars and classes going on all week
If you're
long.
a foodie, you'll love it.
oh yeah.
And for a lot of the events now, just punch in that promo code Lunchbox.
Yeah.
It'll get you that 15%
If you're gonna go,
off.
why not get the
It's
money
going
off?
to be great. All right, vlfoodwine.com. Mix the perfect stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. Again, January 19th through the 25th, 2026, but it's just a little over a month away. Incredible. All right.
You'll have a good time.
All right, we'll be back with more, and we'll wrap up this edition of the Lunchbox because Pat's got to go somewhere.
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
a busy
to.
man.
He's got to fix a fridge, fix the refrigerator,
I love how he was like,
Beat
I'm not
around.
here. I'm not here.
go to a play at the school, go watch a championship
Or I'll
football
go there
game.
in a while.
Whatever
I'll
happened
go
to
there
that guy? Whatever happened to that guy, Pat from Shenanigan?
Exactly.
I think he's working at the New Hollywood Beach Country Club.
There you go. All right, we'll be back after this.
Do you love Italian food? I mean, who doesn't love Italian food? Well, have I got a great new place for you, Elvis Italian Grill. It's at 4261 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, right near State Road 7 and the Hard Rock Casino. It's named for its owner, Elvis, and it has all your favorites, pizzas, pastas, veal chops, fresh fish, lunch specials, happy hour, and has one of my favorite chefs, the wonderful Manuela. There's full bar, great wines, al fresco dining on the deck with a water view. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Monday. For reservations and information, go to elvisitaliangrill.com. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch and Taco Tuesdays, including their new burrito tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox Shenanigan Sports Pub. It's going to be open all throughout the holidays. If you need to get away from family that's in town visiting, just to duck out and get one of the world's coldest beer, the great draft Guinness here.
Jeez,
all
we
these
have a thing going on now. Dew in a brew. We put an ounce and a half Irish Tullamore Dew, Irish whiskey on the side of your glass, and a Guinness shortest draw in South Florida, a direct nitrogen keg.
Nice.
Tap. And we're selling the heck out of it.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day open?
No, Christmas Day closed all day.
Christmas Day closed all day. But you know what's not? We just saw our spot for our friends, the Studialis at Tropical Acres. They are open Christmas Day, 1 to 8 p.m. And I just checked with Jack this morning.
There is still availability throughout the day.
Nice.
If you want to go to Tropical Acres for Christmas supper, dinner, again, 1 to 8 p.m. Christmas Day.
You know what I'd like to say about him there? His
Not-
seafood's great too. You
Yeah,
know,
Yes,
scallops.
yeah,
I
nice
get the
scallops.
scallops.
his crab meat.
He's
He's got good food.
I love those crab, the
Yeah.
mushroom stuff.
Mushroom,
Yes.
mushrooms. Oof.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
there. You can't go wrong. The prime rib, particularly. Again, make your Christmas Day reservations now. 954-989-2500. Talk
When
about
you turn 60,
talk
that's
about-
a
that's a
go
great
to.
place.
That's a go to.
And I tell you
the
what,
bars go
my
to.
daughter, who has just turned 20,
Yeah.
she loves it there. Not
Oh.
only did she work there over the summer, she's been a fan since we were started
life,
taking
yeah.
her. She likes going there and
The
eating
food's
there.
great.
She loves it, and you will too. And Jack tells me that the 3 to 6 p.m. slots are filling up fast. There is still availability, but those 3 to 6 p.m. slots, get them today. Give them a call, 954-989-2500. Tropical Acres. We love them. All right.
Thank you
Les-
so much for the nice tout for my son and Chaminade and St. Thomas
We
and
wish
all the
you luck.
South Florida schools going to further state
One last
championship. Go ahead.
topic, because
Yes,
it was
sir.
something that the Sentinel published this week, which
Right.
was restaurants that unfortunately closed
10
in
of
the
them.
past year.
Yeah.
But some of he put it up as a topic, Philip Valise, former colleague of mine, about
Okay.
which restaurant closed this past year that means the most to you. And you mentioned one during the break that was also the one I mentioned in the group on the thread, and that is
No,
No.
that was,
No, you're not going
You're
anywhere
very
yet.
open.
that was 3 years
You're
ago.
going nowhere.
No, I
Christine
could-
Lee's.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
And
Listen,
you
I
tell
had-
a story about
Christine. Okay, so Christine Lee's at the old Thunderbird Hotel. I have a dear friend.
Sunny Isles.
His name, Sunny Isles, Jimmy Silverman. He had a beautiful girl. Her name was Patty. She was a hostess there. And we used to be regulars to go into the lounge. It was, like you said, a throwback era.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying my dinner there. The guy gave me a nice compliment about my tremendous appetite, and turned out to be Meyer Lansky. Okay. So
That's
they
the
went
type
from
of
there,
place.
and
Yeah.
then they had the most incredible operation on which is now the
Flamingo,
Flamingo
but the
room.
third floor
The third-
overlooking
oh,
the
yeah.
new Gulfstream
And you have
Park.
my son. I would always get their suites there for private things.
I would have
It was, it
so
was-
many family dinners.
it was
at
incredible.
Christine Lee's when
But
it was
this
on
is
the
a
third floor.
bygone era. What we just talked
and
about.
then they moved it down to the walking
paddock
ring.
area. Yeah.
And Mary, who was Christine's daughter, ran it a long time. I think she also turned a big number this year, and she said
Yeah.
it's time to
What is
retire.
that number? 60?
70,
75, I think.
70 maybe.
I think
for
she was-
her, I don't know what. She
Yeah,
was,
but here's the bottom line. Okay, back in the old days, and I'll run it quick. We used to have a 30-30-10, where it was 30% food costs, 30% labor costs, 30% operation, and you made 10% net.
profit.
Now it's about 2 or 3%.
Right, you're like supermarkets.
You're
It's
like super. Yeah,
2%. Yeah,
we're operating. So Tom Jenkins and a lot of those places that handed the keys, including me at my old establishment, it didn't warrant working.
Right.
That's what you're seeing. So what's happening is we're all going to be eating at Chipotle's or Shake
Well,
Shack.
no, and that
We're
really
gonna-
depresses me. And we were
Yeah.
talking yesterday.
You're going to be
with
ordering Uber Eats. You're
with
going to have ghost kitchens.
Dean James Max,
Yeah.
who operates some.
Yeah.
He's been a longtime chef, and he has all his chefs now that are
Yeah.
like Brad Dave at Even Kill Fish Shack, and
Great place.
Fish Carmarath at Stage, which is up in Palm Beach Gardens, and Jeremy
Jimmy
Ford was one of his
too, right?
Oh, yeah.
underlings, his
Well, Paula-
proteges. Paula De
The
Silva,
Silva
but,
was one of them.
but I mean, we got to support.
How about
these,
Michelle Bernstein?
Well, she
I
keeps
love. I
opening
think she's
new
my
places
she's
too.
my favorite. And
But
what happened to her in Wynwood?
these great, local chefs, independent, it's harder and harder to make a go of it,
Yep.
even if you've got big backers
Yep.
and backing. So enjoy it while you can, support it while you can.
Well, remember, it's a way of life too.
Yep. Yeah.
It's something that you do. It's like being a charter boat fisherman or something, a golfer or whatever. The restaurant business isn't for everybody,
No,
and,
right.
and you have to be thick-skinned with social media.
very thick skin.
A lot of people don't see. They don't get complimented like they, for their time
people
and
are
effort.
very quick to hand out criticism and not so quick with compliments.
Just like what we
And-
talked about, they
yeah.
wanted a quiet room and it was a noisy room. They wanted an action room and it was a quiet room.
the water
I-
was
I-
too wet.
the
The
wa-
ice was too cold.
Yeah, I couldn't read the menu, and then I got a menu, and and I didn't like it because it was on an iPad.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. You'll know you're
All right.
turning 60.
yes.
This will be the subject for the next
next
months.
Wednesday, 59 and a half
59 and a-
equals
Yes.
feet in my world.
Yeah.
All right, Pat, I want to thank you.
No,
I
thank you, guys.
appreciate our
Yeah.
friendship.
I
Good
have
luck
some
to your
friends,
son
yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, we won't see you.
And
So Merry
we're
Christmas.
I'm
gonna
going to
see
send you. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
healthy,
Happy New
and
Year.
prosperous
Hanukkah.
2026.
Happy
Hanukkah
Hanukkah.
is
To
on
those who celebrate
If I
this
were
weekend.
Sunday
a
night. I
rich
tell you what,
man.
I'm going to pick up some of this brisket because when I make my potato
Ah.
latkes,
It's really nice.
I usually do some with brisket and some with the potato.
Heidel,
with
Beetle,
the
Heidel,
Creme
Beetle,
fraiche,
Heidel.
salmon and all that.
applesauce. and
Potato
then-
pancakes.
Yes, potato latkes.
Latkes. Okay.
Pancakes. But
Yep.
that's all good. You're learning.
You
I know.
nailed it.
You got
Hey, I love potato pancakes.
honorary.
Latkes.
Oh
I'll have
yeah,
to
of
bring
course
us
you're
some tomorrow.
Irish.
Yeah, that's part of our anything potato.
Yes, they do,
Part of
yeah.
our DNA.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well,
Okay.
enjoy the game tomorrow.
Thank you.
Enjoy the
Yeah,
rest of
good
the month.
luck.
Yes.
Enjoy your break. We'll
God
see you
bless,
next
guys.
month in 2026.
In
Until then,
healthy, happy
Yes,
New
be
Year.
safe.
go
please.
Chaminade.
Yeah,
Go
go
Heritage.
Chaminade.
Go
Yeah,
St. Thomas.
yep.
Go local teams.
Yep. Thank you.
Enjoy every sandwich.